think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear fitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
There's not a guy on the field today who doesn't want to play his best football on one of the biggest stages. But in particular, this QB was on fire a week ago with 3 touchdowns, and he knows an effort like that again will put him in the conference title game. Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Dump off to his fullback. And he's tackled for no gain. We're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Caden, here's now the key. With that #1 seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt.
San Francisco.
He has it at the 22. Dodges another stop. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Well, here we go, Kate. That good old adage, a good old question of rust versus rest. Yep, this QB and his buddies, they all had the week off. They're rested, they feel good. But will they be rusty? This opening series, a big one to get them in rhythm.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Breaks the tackle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
From the red zone on first. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Purdy will sneak it. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. We've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders. He's signing for it.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. There's Reed Blankenship making the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Purdy throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get set! Get set!
Stick into the air here. It's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On 3rd down, Purdy. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, defender and kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Barkley again here on 2nd. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Get that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down throwing for Hurts. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Running left, this is Barkley. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for them.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. You know, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
49ers bring.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. He dodged the tackle. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the 49ers the 1st. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's Purdy to throw. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge off the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Hurts now from the gun. Completed left side to Smith. Tackle made right around the 26. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
6-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. Hits a seam at the 40. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10.
On the draw, it's Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Good. Set.
We're on here with Will Shipley. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts him. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Great. Set.
Oh, love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got it, it's in close. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Barkley. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They go to him again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 18.
49ers 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. The window to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw by Purdy. He's got it over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. 3rd down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So fresh set of downs after the penalty. On 1st down, Hurts finds him over the middle. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Number 6, Devontae Smith.
And we need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
At the Niners, 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Shoots away from one. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This will be a 44-yard look. Elliott connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So we've reached halftime, Brock. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these 2 teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take possession at the 42-yard line. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they take him down right along the 30. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They stick with McCaffrey. And they're going to get a 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Watch out!
Now it's Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. George Kittle, the touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers get it back to a 14-point game.
49ers 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Spins out of one side. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. Barkley off the pistol give. He dodged the tackle. And this is brought to a stop up at say the 34-yard line there. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Great, set.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Vacates quickly left side. He can run it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Great, set. Hey, 73.
Now we give left side to Bigsby. Fights his way through a tackle. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Great, set. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Don't touch me.
They run it again with Bigsby. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I think we've all become very custom, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, and they can be powerful blockers. It can make a huge difference.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second.
Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni. Don't touch me.
Back to throw. Hurts. We've got a screen to the running back. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 23 on that one. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. I know you want it. 63, 63. Don't touch that.
Running left with Bigsby. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Second down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Very good. Don't touch me.
Again, it's Bigsby. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles 31, 49ers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. The window to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Good coverage by Jacoby Dean.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18. Watch out.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
They send a receiver in motion right. Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's 49ers football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. Gotta figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Love that call, Brock. Going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but the defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with UK, you do love that.
I love that, man.
You love to slam that note. It's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming. And he was able to separate that slant from the ball before it could ever get going.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Bigsby. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run this with Bigsby. He loses the football. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action. Hurts has it. Headed out right. He's keeping it. He's still going at the 30. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hand off here for Bigsby. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now it's Bigsby. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense came at the perfect time.
How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Connects there, and the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Purdy setting up that play action. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
8-yard pickup. And the 49ers first down.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. He's got Bourne left side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. McCaffrey on 3rd down. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
The 49ers will...
They want to run it across. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense, but he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try fails. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Gotta find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Carry here for Bigsby. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. We've set it downs for him from the 31. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles can rest easy with a 3-score lead. We've set it downs for him from the 31. This is Bigsby. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. It's a chance for a run here. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Here's a design run. Hurts. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a